Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. This is my final challenge layout from Tiara's Winter Inspiration series. So this is a scraplift challenge. This is what I'm basing my design off of. This is Becky from My Creative Lights hop layout from Tiara's Inspirational Hop. So you guys would have seen that one, I think, about a week or two ago. But yeah, I love how she did her layering. She was inspired by one of the sketches from the sketch challenge. So if you want to play along with that one, that'll be in Mercy Tiara's Facebook group. I'll link that below. But I love how she did her layering. For this challenge, we needed to scrap lift one of the hop members and just flip their design somehow. So either invert it, take the mirror image, do something to make a little twist off of their original design. So I'm just inverting her layout and basically creating the mirror image of what she created with a few little differentiations. So I'm starting out by matting my paper. I really like how she matted her paper and then ran some skinny horizontal strips across the paper, so that's where I'm starting. This is a photo when we were on the Pineapple Express on the Dole Pineapple Plantation on Oahu, Hawaii, so I definitely wanted to pull in some pineapple paper. I bought a lot of Heidi Swapp's Pineapple Crush collection for my Hawaii pages and have a ton of it left over still, so lots of pineapple themed things that I need to get used up, and we're on the Pineapple Express, so I figured there's no better chance to really use some pineapple heavy themed things. So I'm going for it. I have this green pineapple pattern paper that's going to be the background. I have this pink big pineapple I fussy cut from a different pattern paper. I'm using the B side of that green pineapple paper, which is this green diamond print. I'm going to cut that into some skinny strips to have on the top and bottom of the layout like Becky did. I think that's a really fun part of the design, and I really liked pulling that in. I just love how it extends across the green part of the page. It doesn't stay within the bordered section. So I like how that goes over onto the pink. I think that's a cool touch. So I'm pulling that in, and Becky has a large title section next to her photo. And I decided I would use this pineapple to be that large element, but that's not going to be where my title is going to go. So that's going to be one of the things I'm kind of twisting, but I definitely thought that she had this big section for her title made a really nice impact, and I thought this pineapple could be that type of impact on my page. So that's what I'm thinking design wise where I'm going to start. But first I'm going to glue down these little strips, and then I need to get a couple layers behind this photo because there's lots of fun layering in this design, and I really like the way Becky did it, so I'm going to try and follow what she did. I am using scraps for certain pieces of this, so a little bit varies based because I'm just using what I have to work with. So you'll see kind of how that goes. But I love the way these strips look. I think that's such a cool detail. And I love how there's just one on the top and two on the bottom. I just think that's so fun. So I'm going to get those glued down. I did gut the inside of this ombre pink background paper, so I'm going to use that to map my photo as well. But first I do have this little aqua wood grain that was a scrap from another page, so I figured that could be the horizontal element that's in Becky's design, so I'm already thinking about that. And then here's that gutted piece from the background paper that I'm just cleaning up the edges so I can mat it again. I get a lot of mileage out of this scrap. I really like how it is an ombre pink, so it goes from a dark pink to a light pink. That way I can be selective on which type of pink I want to use. So I use the darker pink from this ombre to mat my photo. And then I will go back to the scraps even from that piece and pull in some light and dark elements later on in the page. But here we go. I definitely wanted to do the dark pink since it was against the light pink pineapple, just so they wouldn't blend together. But I'm thinking that's a nice base. I know the bottom of the pineapple is cut off from where it ran off the page, so I'm already thinking I'm going to have something running out from underneath the photo to block the bottom of that pineapple so you can't see the flattened edge. But I'm taking a B side of the pink pineapple paper, which is this lined green paper. I think that'll be a cool layer. So I'll just have to kind of gut around where there's holes from me fussy cutting this pink pineapple. I also had a scrap of this green diagonal paper, so I went ahead and used that as one of the layers. And then you can see me here trying to figure out how to work around these gaps where I've cut those pineapples off. But it works out pretty well. I'm just trying to get my spacing right. The proportions again get a little wonky just because I'm using a different oriented photo and and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it works out well. I do need this scrap to be a little bit taller than it is, so I do end up just cutting it, and then I'll have a gap I'll need to figure out, but I'm not too worried because I'm thinking the gap's going to be where that pineapple is anyways, but that way I just kind of get the size of paper I needed. So I'm going to work around that. But I'm just going to glue this stuff down as I go so there's not too many moving pieces. I know I need to trim down this blue wood grain as well, but I'm not quite sure what length I want that yet until I get these other layers on. So I'm just trying to start from the photo and work my way out. But there you can see that pineapple fills in that gap from that green striped paper, so that worked out really well. I decided I wanted a light pink banner to run out from the photo to cover the bottom of the pineapple, so I just went back to my scrap of that pink ombre. I cut a strip from the lighter side, and I'm creating a banner out of that now, and that's going to go under the pineapple. I chose the light pink because it was running off of the photo. That was the dark pink, and I wanted you to be able to differentiate between the two colors. So that's kind of why I chose to do the lighter one. But I think that worked out really well, and that covered all the gaps that I needed covered. But this little banner is looking a little bit wimpy, so I do go back again to that pink ombre paper and choose from the darker side to create a darker pink banner to layer behind this lighter one in the pineapple. But I think that looks really cool, and I just really love how much mileage I got out of this one ombre pink paper because I was able to be selective about choosing from the light and the dark sides. But now that I have all of these layers down, I went ahead and trimmed that blue wood grain to be the long horizontal piece. I really like how that looks, and there I go back with my dark pink scrap from that ombre paper to create my darker banner, and that's going to be coming out from the pineapple. I just felt like this skinny little light pink banner wasn't enough. So I like the addition of this darker one, and since it's on the other side of the pineapple from the photo, those similar pinks aren't going to run together. So I like that. But I'm going to get this all glued down, and then I need to embellish. So I do have just some miscellaneous bits and pieces from Heidi Swapp and some other things. I don't have any actual ephemera or bits from the Pineapple Crush collection, but I have some Heidi Swapp embellishments that have been hanging out for a while. I have these wood veneer I thought about using. I have some chipboard embellishments from her from a different collection. I have this little washi book. So I'm just trying to pull in all these little things that I feel like coordinate, and I'm not quite sure what direction I'm going to go yet. I'm just laying it all out and seeing if anything comes to me. I really do like this little chipboard sheet. That circle there that says "Go ahead, be amazing" I thought was perfect. So I went ahead and layered that by the pineapple. Becky has some circular embellishments on her page as well, so I thought that was a nice nod to her design. And now I'm going to glue down all of these layers. There's also a circular piece that says favorites. That's in aqua. So I'm going to layer that in the upper right hand corner just so there's some circular balancing across the page, if you will. And I really like these Dear Lizzy resin glittery embellishments. I thought about using the star or the butterfly, but there's gold glitter in them, and the gold was kind of throwing me off, but this heart has some very subtle silver glitter in it, and I feel like that went a lot better with the pinks of what I was using. So I'll try to get that on here as well. But I was trying for a while with these wood grains to get them on there. I thought the wood would be a really nice touch for these colors, especially because we are outside and it's a plant related page kind of with all the pineapples, but I just couldn't find a nice place for them to go where they flowed. So I kind of gave up on the wood veneer, but I do go back with this little resin heart. I think that looks so cute, and I'm going to glue that down next to that little chipboard circular favorites piece to start creating a little tiny embellishment up in that cluster. But I think it's nice that there's pink over there because there's so much pink on the left hand side of the photo. So I think that's heart is a really cute detail. But I felt like this page was missing some more blue and aqua. I have all this blue in the photo, and then I have this blue wood grain paper that's the background layer, but there's no other blue. So I went with these puffy stickers that I thought were really cute because there's some aqua, and I really wanted to pull more blue into the paper. I didn't want it to be all pink and green, so I really like pulling in this blue color. So I have Wonderlust as my title. There's a few blue hearts that I got on here as well, and then I have some Nuvo drops in Calming Aqua that I got based off Scrapping Amy's recommendation. I love them. This is such a good color, and I cannot believe I didn't have these Nuvo drops before. So I wanted to go ahead and get those on a page too, and they went perfectly. I do need to contact tonic because I think I got a faulty bottle. You'll see in the close-ups they're not laying smooth and they kind of dry pointed, so that's happened before. Tonic Studio is really good about getting you replacement products if they're not you can see me tapping the paper to try and get those peaks to kind of lay flat. But if you're having problems with your Nuvo drops, you can definitely contact Tonic Studios, and they have a good customer service team, and they'll get you replacement products. So I do need to do that for my aqua, but I love this color. I think it goes so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.